Yo guys, what's going on? Ace is here today with another video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about today's fixes here in Tarkov. What was fixed with the technical hotfix, technical fix, technical update, whatever you like to call them here today in the early morning, around 4 a.m. Eastern time. So by the time you guys see this video, it should be roughly 14 to 15 hours ago. So, like I said, nothing too crazy, and I do want to mention right at the beginning of this video that there is no mention of weapon maintenance or solar power. I probably will make a video on solar power tomorrow, unless maybe I hear something about it, but from what I understand, it is 100% completely bugged and burning twice the fuel. I just want to make an entire video about it for anybody who doesn't watch this one, so they know not to upgrade to solar power. So, as always, make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you're new. Let's hop right in. Optimizations, various client optimizations, anything being optimized where we're going forward and not backwards is good for me. Really don't have to say anything else about it. Fixed incorrect grenade explosion sound when throwing it from indoors to outdoors. So I assume if you threw a grenade out of a window indoors and you threw it to the outside, it would still make an indoor sound. That's what it sounds like there. Obviously, that would be a great way to bait a player. I mean, it's not supposed to be like that. Obviously, now that it's fixed, good to go. Really don't have anything else to say on it. Tactical Fleece Beanie no longer cancels the deafening effect from Tagilla's welding mask. That sounds fucking broken. Now, it's not too broken because I don't think you can wear any kind of headphones with the welding mask. I could be wrong on that, so if I am wrong, just let me know in the comments. It's a simple, you can wear headphones with Tagilla's mask in the comments. If you can't, you can't. We're good to go. Then I was right. But if I'm wrong, you don't got to rip my fucking head off. But it sounds OP. Just throwing a fleece beanie on and you have literally 10 times better hearing in armor class 5 or 6 face shield. I think so. Yeah, glad that one got fixed. Fixed an issue not being able to cancel loading into an offline raid when loading a map. I've actually experienced this one time, very recently, actually, when actually trying to make just a little bit of content for you guys. Sometimes we do some offline raid stuff. Like we just had the How to Bait a Backpack. That was done in an offline raid. The Dorms Customs Loot Guide. That was done in an offline raid. So I did actually have this happen to me once. It literally takes 2 minutes to load into an offline raid. You don't have to wait for players or anything. So it really was not that big of an issue. I just thought it was strange. Other than that, it really didn't affect too much. But it's a bug. It's fixed. We're good to go. Fixed the incorrect display of Sherman's wound traces. So I'm assuming you shoot him in the chest. It looks like you shot him in the leg based on the blood behind him or on his actual character model. So maybe he has a bullet hole in his knee instead of his chest. Don't know on that one. Not something I personally experienced, so I can't really speak much on it. Fixed incorrect weapon shadows with an equipped flashlight. I feel like I might have noticed this one once. I do typically run flashlights a lot on like Interchange Night and stuff. And I feel like I might have noticed this once or twice where it just looks a little funky. But otherwise, I don't really think I've noticed anything too crazy when it comes to weird-ass shadows and stuff. Fixed an issue causing flashlights to go through obstacles. Now, this is worded very specifically, I would assume, being the word obstacles, because this is still very, very broken right now in Escape from Tarkov, to where you can see flashlights pretty much through any wall, any floor. So Interchange Night is the best example because if somebody is on second, they're sprinting, their flashlight, obviously you're running with your weapon. If their flashlight's on, you'll see them on first. You will see them running on the second floor. Same goes for if you're in the parking garage and someone's on first, or if it's just a scav aim locking you through the floor, you're going to see those flashlights. So I'm assuming this is obstacles only, such as boxes, such as crates, such as barrels, shit like that, and not walls or, you know, any kind of physical floor. Floor or wall, I would say, are still excluded from this. I think it's a major bug, and I'm not really sure how they're going to fix that without actually fixing, like, each and every wall in the game, because you actually have certain walls in the game as well where a laser sight will shine right through it. You know, doors as well, especially on Reserve. The metal doors right under the dome, once you kind of start to head underground towards D2, there's a metal door at the end of the one hallway. If you shine a laser on it, you can see it through the other door. So it's just one very specific example, but I'm assuming this is very, very specific here for a reason, and it's not all walls and everything, so I wanted to clear that one up. Fixed an ability to check the chamber of stationary weapons. Doesn't really sound like an issue to me. You know, maybe you hop on the 50 cal and you check chamber. There's a giant-ass fucking round in there. Hey, it sounds cool to me. It sounds kind of realistic in a way. Maybe it's not. Maybe you really couldn't check the chamber. Maybe it kind of bugged out, and that's why it was fixed. But I don't really see a huge issue there, me personally. Obviously, if you're trying to gun somebody down on the 50 cal and you accidentally check chamber, if you have it hotkeyed to a mouse button, yeah, you might die. But I feel like it's a very, very niche example, and probably wasn't needed, but maybe it wasn't intended. So that's probably the reason behind that. Fixed an issue of incorrect character description localization on the character selection screen after changing language. That's a very specific one. Probably, maybe even happened to one of the devs. Obviously, a lot of those guys over in Russia, and maybe they changed something to English and they just noticed something fuck up. But there is, a large Russian player base and a large English player base, and some of them might speak Russian, and some Russians would obviously probably speak some English. So that's just my assumption that maybe there was one of those guys just stumbled upon it, bug reported it, somehow got through, and it was fixed. So no idea what description localization even really means on the back end of things anyway, so can't really speak much on it. Fix an issue with presets used on weapons that can't be listed for sale in the flea market. I'm not really sure on that one, just from what it sounds like to me. Maybe you have let's just use ADAR, great example. You have an ADAR, you find, a different compensator, a different muzzle brake, or you find like an MK gas block, and instead of the regular shitty M4 gas block, you throw that MK on there and you have it as a preset, and then you go to sell it if you already had a founded raid one of both the ADAR and the gas block. Maybe you couldn't sell it in the flea. I have no idea, really. It sounds very niche as well. This next one's pretty interesting, and I do want to spend a little bit of time on it. Raiders will no longer inspect their weapons while on patrol. All this is really going to do, in my personal opinion, is hurt the players that are trying to kill raiders. Obviously, if you hear a weapon inspect, you know somebody is close by. You're going to get that audio cue. You're not going to get that anymore. And maybe if you're trying to get a shot on a raider and not be spotted by them, if they're weapon inspecting, it's going to be a free shot. You're going to get at least one shot off before they aim lock you and start shooting at you. So really, it just, and at the end of the day, makes raiders a little bit harder to kill. Player names now hide correctly on the scav item turn-in screen with streamer mode enabled. So probably just a little bug. We're up in the top right or something, or top left. Instead of it just saying scav or the scav's name in Russian, it'll actually have a player name. Probably just, a very, very niche example. And obviously, if a streamer has streamer mode on and they're getting friend requests, obviously there's some way, shape, or form that name is slipping through. And obviously, they determine what that was, and it seems to be that. The reload of a weapon with an internal magazine now cancels correctly after exiting the shooting range in the hideout. Not exactly sure what that one is. I don't know also if they fixed the SKS this wipe yet. But when you just hit R, when you top load an SKS, sometimes it just doesn't reload that shit. So not sure if maybe that was an issue I was having, or if that's exactly what that issue was, something maybe to do with the hideout. Don't know on that one, but obviously gonna be probably affecting Mosins, SKS, internal magazines. Maybe that would also count as maybe like a shotgun or something. So we'll see on that, or at least the 1.5 series. The wishlist tab on the flea market now collapses correctly after using the filter by item search. Just sounds like a quality of life thing. Might have been a little clunky. And then fixed an issue of the cursor not disappearing when switching into first-person mode in the hideout. That one is big. Finally, guys. Great change here. Haven't confirmed this one. Haven't been on Tarkov today, actually, since this patch went live. So this one, honestly, it was just fucking annoying. It's as simple as that. It was just fucking annoying seeing it in the shooting range specifically. You can even see the cursor when I was doing the video about free look in ADS. Like, you can't free look anymore while ADS. And you could see the cursor just flopping around in the hideout. So that is a phenomenal fix. And, assuming this is only objects here on the flashlight fix, if this is walls, that would be probably the biggest fix in my opinion. But other than that, the biggest fix here is definitely the cursor in the hideout. That is just going to alleviate so much unnecessary small bits of stress. So we have a couple other things down here. Fixed animations while interacting with weapons. So we got the 1911 and the M45A1 incorrect trigger behavior while fixing malfunctions. So maybe you couldn't shoot for an extended period of time after malfunctions, or maybe you could shoot too soon, or maybe you could shoot during. No idea there. Exact same thing with the TTs. We have the MP7, incorrect visuals on the left hand during malfunctions with an equipped Vertical foregrip. Goddamn. Sega 12, fixed clipping of the right hand while fixing malfunctions during the jammed bolt animation. And then the RFB, fixed floating cartridge during the failure to feed malfunction while having 2 rounds in the magazine. There's still plenty of other little bugs like that in the game, but they're, zeroing in on ones that are easier for them to fix. And, it's definitely a good start getting some of those weapon animations fixed. I don't know if they're ever going to fix, like, just a rough example on the Sega. When you have a drum mag, sometimes your hand kind of bugs into the magazine. Stuff like that, they probably won't even bother fixing. It's not really a big issue. But, fixing those animations and just weird shit happening while you're fixing those animations. Obviously, a lot of the advanced malfunctions and all that kind of shit is new this wipe. So, obviously, there's going to be bugs with them, and those are getting fixed. But that's pretty much the majority of things here. The video went a little bit longer than I wanted it to, but I do appreciate every single one of you guys sticking with me through it. If you did, I'd really appreciate a like. And make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. We're getting really close to 12,000. Thank you guys so much for all the support recently. We've had an amazing month of January. And, we did absolutely phenomenal here on the channel. And I really do appreciate every single one of you guys who stop by the channel each and every day to drop by and, drop some comments, watch the videos. Everything is greatly appreciated. Just want to say thank you. It's the 31st of January, so we're heading into February. And I can't wait to get through the rest of 12/12 and hopefully hit our goal of 25,000 subscribers. Thank you guys for stopping by today. I'm out.